Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway. Let's get into the market action today on this Tuesday, September 16th, 2014. First off, the key to the rally today. Why is the market up substantially? And again, it's not a huge move. We're up 0.8% on the S&P 500, 0.7% on the Dow, and about the same on the Nasdaq. And the reason for this rally today is because word has leaked out that the Federal Reserve will most likely not be changing their verbiage in their statement tomorrow. So if you remember, we were selling off the previous few days. There was some nervousness out there on the back of the Federal Reserve most likely changing their verbiage to mean interest rates will go up sooner than later. And ultimately, word has trickled in. Now, whether or not it's legitimate or not, I don't know. But that's what's created this little push up in the markets where the markets rallied higher. And a very nice intraday rally. I mean, if you look at the markets, we had a gap down today, a little bit of a push up, bullish consolidation here, and then we just ripped higher and have gone almost non-stop higher until now when we're hitting some resistance. And I want to show you this resistance area. I love showing resistance support levels because it's so important to understand how it works. But take a look at this pivot going back here. All right, if you look at the pivot going back to the 8th of September, so basically a week ago or so, that is the high that we are at right now. If we break up, next spot would be right here, which is the high from the 5th of September, right here, and then ultimately your double top right up here going back. I believe this is the 52-week high on the markets if you look at this, and the all-time high on the S&P 500. So those are your levels that you're watching, but again, the market rallying on optimism that the Federal Reserve may not raise interest rates sooner than expected. We're going to find out tomorrow when they announce their FOMC policy statement. Get this, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when it goes down tomorrow. That will be big. Now, why is it big? Well, it's also big because it will shape the Fed and the markets going forward. And I think you're factoring in them not changing the verbiage. You might get a little bit of a pop extra tomorrow if they don't change the verbiage. But if they do, watch the market sell right back down and fall very fast. All right, you literally would see, or you could see, the markets give up this entire gain and then some if they do change that verbiage tomorrow. Remember, on Thursday we have the Scottish referendum on independence. That is a huge factor as well that the market will need to be looking at, and it will be something that I follow very closely. One thing to watch on the Federal Reserve announcement is commodities. Take a look when that news broke on the Fed. Silver spiked up dramatically, then came back in. Same thing with gold. Gold had a nice push and it's come back in. It's starting to curve back up a little bit. But again, just keep your eyes and ears on the commodities. Also, one I want to note here is corn, C-O-R-N. Opened higher today, sold off, and is now moving up dramatically back to the flat line. You can see it's flat on the day. This still has a potential bottom in place. And again, I'll give you guys this heads up as I just picked up new options on corn today. I just added new options on corn, and I'm going to give you this in this video today, folks, exclusively. No one else knows this yet. I'm giving it. I just picked them up earlier this morning, and the options I picked up 500 of them. All right, so 500 calls on CORN corn. All right, they're the January 15s, so that's the expiration, and the strike is 25. I paid 90 cents. Right now I'm up a dime already on them, although again the bid and the ask, it's very liquid. But again, that is you can see the volume today is 659,000, and 500 of that is my contracts that I picked up at 90, and you can see them on the print. You can actually see the print at 10:50.56, so 10 a.m., 50 minutes past 10 o'clock, and at 56 seconds past that time frame as well. So 10:56 and 0.56 seconds. All right, anyways, guys, just wanted to give you guys that information as we continue to watch this market trade. And again, I do believe that commodities, at least the corn and the sugar. Sugar's one that I think is also near bottom. If you take a look at sugar today, down again. But look at this fall just recently. This is actually into support on sugar. So I'm thinking that you're going to have a short-term bottom on this. Okay, so just a heads up on that. Let me just go into a couple other things here. And looking at a couple other charts out there, again, pretty solid rally across the board. Oil's rallying nicely. I gave out a trade yesterday on SDRL. We actually did this as a day trade today as well. Made a lot of money as a day trade today, as well as holding it as a swing trade. We are in the money. Look at the reversal yesterday and continued to move up. That's a beauty. Today we took profits in the research center. Take a look at this, guys. All right, I gave out last week a long on CLF at $13.94. Today we sold at $15.25. And again, if you're not a Research Center subscriber, you're missing it. I mean, this was a 9% plus gainer in a matter of a week. Yesterday I gave out a winner, all right, already. I mean, these are coming fast and furiously. You got to be on top of it here. All right, but in any case, 9+% winner on CLF. Beautiful trade right there. Just add it to the pile. We are now up over 400. I think we're up about 430% for the year net from the Research Center. 430%. You can go look at the track record at InTheMoneyStocks.com. You have 432%, 0.62. So, again, think about that. I mean, even if you just put 10% in each position, all right, just think about that. You have let's say you have $10,000 in your account, right? And you just took $1,000 and put it in each position, or let's say you had $100,000, doesn't really matter. But if you just put just 10% in each position, you'd be up 43.25% for the year. Think about that. I mean, what's the market up this year? 7%, 6%, something like that. I mean, that is awesome. There's no hedge funds performing like that, folks. I'll guarantee you that. All right, that is outstanding. And that's just the PPT methodology, rocking and rolling. That's really what it is. So in any case, a couple other things. Let's go over a couple other charts. Go back to the spiders here. Spiders, wide range, nice green bar. Now the key is tomorrow. Now look at this, and I want to show you this. A lot of lines on my chart, but this pattern is actually considered slightly bullish, even though we were below the 20 MA. You're still above the 50. But again, sharp move up, inside bar action. The thing is, does this pattern fail or not tomorrow? And this is what we're going to know. We're going to know when the Fed announces. We're going to see the reaction. If we shoot up tomorrow and take out and close above this high, you may have another small leg up in the markets. So we'll have to see exactly what happens. But that's something I'm going to be watching very, very close tomorrow. Okay? Let me go back to the intraday chart of the SPY here as we kind of conclude here. I've given you guys some good information. Market's still stalling right here. Let's take a look at Apple today. Apple's still down, but off its lows. I played this pre-market, had a nice pop into the open. That was a nice little trade as well. So good stuff there. GoPro, which has been a long flyer, has come down over the last couple days finally. And again, just really about time this thing has come down. If you look at the daily chart, it was a one-way train straight up and just long overdue for a pullback. So that's getting a nice little pullback there as well. Yahoo, which is hot on the Alibaba IPO, had a reversal yesterday but is now trading up. If this does not take out the highs before the IPO comes due, this could be a major reversal top in the stock. I won't know until we get to Friday. But on Friday, when the IPO for Alibaba is supposed to come out, that will be very important to watch. All right, I may short this. I may even buy puts on it, but I won't know, and I stress this, I will not know until probably Friday, just around the IPO debut, give or take a little bit. I might even wait for it to debut first and then have my finger on the trigger. And I'll be watching for key signals that alert me. If I see them, I will take the position. Just that simple. All right. Let me just see if there's anything else out there. I think that's about it for today. So we're really just seeing a market that's going up nicely. We're stalling now after big gains on the markets. Watch commodities tomorrow with the Fed. That will be key. Keep an eye on sugar as well as corn. Both are at short-term major supports, and they could be into a bounce candidate play. What else do we have here? CLF was a great trade. I mean, that's what it is. So come take the 7-day free trial here at InTheMoneyStocks.com and profit with the pros, bottom line. I mean, the research center is what everyone's going to want to be in. That's where we're making the money for a swing trader. If you're a day trader, obviously the day trading chat room, but swing traders, which are a majority of you, that's going to be where it's found in the research center, and take the 7-day free trial. Take care.